Tigers are headed back to CQ Arena. Tiger Basketball Report brought to you by Green Turtle starts now. Welcome to another edition of the Tiger Basketball Report. I'm your host, Spiro Morekas, along with the head coach of the Tigers, Pat Skerry. And Coach, the Tigers back in CQ Arena and looking for your first home conference win on Thursday night when the Tigers take on the Dragons of Drexel. This game will be nationally televised, so it's an odd 6 o'clock start for you fans that are coming to the ball game. And this is a Dragon team that is 2-1 in conference play. They're coming off a big win against Delaware on Friday night last week. They're led by Cameron Winter. What is it that makes him a special ball player?
Yeah, big game Thursday night. Winter's really good. I mean, Zach Spiker's done a good job. They're a very, very difficult team to guard. Winter can shoot it. He can drive it. He plays off the ball screen. He's dynamic in transition. He's the reigning rookie of the year. Their team is very, very capable from three-point land, especially the Walton kid. He's a high IQ guy that can really shoot it. And then Butler inside is he's a walking double-double. So when you get a point guard play, post play, and shooting, you become a very, very difficult team to cover.
One thing that you look at for them statistically is opponents are shooting pretty well against them, almost 45%. So this is a team that I guess they want to go up and down the floor. Yeah,
they'll play at a pretty good tempo, but they, if you take bad shots, you don't take care of the ball, but they'll push it. They'll play off the high ball screen. They run good action though. They run a lot of screen-to-screener action, and they're a good ball screen team with good spacing. They're a tough team to cover. Our defense and our ability to take away the three-point shot is going to be put to the test on Thursday night.
They're also a team that they're on the plus side in rebounding, so they do handle the boards okay.
Well, when you got a guy like Butler, the way that guy must eat rebounds for breakfast. I love those kind of guys. So yeah, that'll be a big challenge. We obviously have to get to the glass and keep him off the glass.
They're a team that I guess kind of surprising folks with the 2-1 start, but they're gaining confidence as the year has gone on. I mean, they've had kind of an up and down non-conference year. Now they get the conference play at 2-1.
Yeah, I think they played well at the end of non-conference. Won a little tournament up at Atlantic City. And they're off to a good start in league play. They're a good team, and we have great respect for them. We've also, we've got to guard like we have been, and then we've got to put the ball in the basket against them, which they're going to try to. We say ice ball screens against us. They push it down to the sideline. We've got to execute against that, and we're expecting to mix in some zone pressure and some zone against us.
All right, so then Saturday, the Delaware Blue Hens come to town for a 2 o'clock game. And this is a team, when you look at them and their stats, the one thing that really stands out, they've got 4 guys averaging over 31 minutes a game, and you don't see that too often these days.
No, there's a few teams in the league, right, that play their main guys. They've got a high-powered starting lineup as far as productivity and amount of minutes. A lot of talent in that lineup. Good size on the perimeter, great shooting on the perimeter. Allen, Darling, and Anderson, and they're good up front with getting Dylan Painter and Goss and Mutz, 3 transfers of Nova, George Washington, and High Point. So it's a team that they won't turn the ball over, and they're a difficult team to stop because of their inside-outside ability, and really, like I said, the guards are super, super dynamic, and they're a team that normally plays at a little bit slower pace and usually plays us a healthy amount of zone.
All right, so Allen and Anderson, we've seen them now as they've developed through the years. but you throw Nate Darling into the mix, transfer from UAB, averaging over 20 points a game. What is it that makes him effective?
Well, he's a deep, accurate three-point threat, and he's a better athlete than you realize as far as putting it down for a couple dribbles. So, the one thing, all their guards have size and the ability to get shots off. So your one-on-one defense has to be really, really good. Your ability to stay in front and stay down but still contest shots.
They're a team that had a great winning percentage during their non-conference schedule. They come in 1-2. We don't know how they'll do on Thursday night against Madison, but, coming in, I'm sure, non-conference can do a lot of things for you one way or the other. And I guess when you win a lot of games, it builds confidence and it brings continuity to a team. Yeah,
I'm sure it does. I mean, Delaware's got a good club, and it'll be a hard-fought game. You hear that a lot with most of it. I mean, there's a lot of good teams in our league. I think whether you got off to a great start with 4 games in 8 days or not a great start, I think that people know there's a lot of people on the inside that know the league, there's a lot of basketball left, and there's a lot of teams that can be pretty good come that first weekend and the second weekend in March.
How about Allen and Anderson? What do you like about them?
Well, Allen's just he's a hard driver to his left hand, and he makes big shots. He's wired to score. And Anderson's a big point guard. I love point guards with size. He is an excellent ball handler and feel and a big first step and plays off the ball screen. So those guys really complement each other. I think their whole perimeter game.
Important stretch for you because you've got the games this week against Delaware and Drexel. Then you have a week off and play Madison a week from Saturday. So 3 straight home games. An area where you can do some damage here.
Well, we got to get ready for Thursday. We thought we were good today at practice. We just got to, I tell our guys all the time, every game is an opportunity. It's the Super Bowl, and then we've got to measure our performance to make sure we're playing the right way and getting better. That's what ultimately is going to define us. Results will, I believe, take care of themselves if we continue to get better and play the right way.
You've used 2 freshmen really extensively in Timberlake and Jason Gibson, and now Charles Thompson. Looks like you're getting him more involved in the mix.
He was terrific for us on the trip. I mean, I love the kid. I love how hard he plays, his defense, his rebounding, his motor, his practice habits. He works at his jump hook's getting better.
He may be the funniest kid on the team.
He's an unbelievable. His parents did an unbelievable job with him. He's a great teammate. He's got great winning DNA. And honestly, the only reason why he's not playing more is maybe we got to figure out how to play him and Nakai Sanders a little bit more. Is because Nakai's played pretty well. It's nothing Charles hasn't done. Charles is going to be a really good player for us.
And Nakai, he can put those numbers up as long as he doesn't get in foul trouble.
Bingo.
Which we didn't see the last couple of ball games. So I guess it's a catch-22 for Charles that if Nakai is not getting in foul trouble, his minutes get limited, I guess.
Yeah, and let me tell you something. Charles has some days where he's worked Nakai out pretty good in practice, so it's been a good battle.
All right, so the Tigers will take on the Dragons on Thursday, the Blue Hens on Saturday. We really hope you come out to CQ Arena to watch these 2 ball games against 2 of the oldest rivals that the Tigers have, Drexel and Delaware. Again, Thursday, 6 p.m., and on Saturday at 2 p.m. I have no alumni to ask you about today. I come with nothing.
We'll file it for next week.
I come with nothing. So that'll do it for this edition of the Tiger Basketball Report. For the head coach of the Tigers, Pat Skerry, I'm Spiro Morekas. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, go Tigers.